welcome to Kingdoms of Amalur, The Reckoning. I have subsequently skipped through the character creation and opening cutscenes because, frankly, it takes too long. But the premise here is there's a war with the humans and the Fae. And there's one clan of Fae who went all crazy. And you are the one non-dead... Oh, there's stuff back here. Non-dead... dead body. I have played this game. I think I've played about 5 hours of it before. I was streaming it for a while. But this is our lovely Fae, Phoebe. She's one of the darker elves. I honestly can't remember what they're saying. But this is going to be kind of something that I do. Thank you. I hate the menu system in this game. Sorry. This is something that I'm going to be doing periodically. I really like this game. I just, I don't often play it. Thank you for screaming. Yes, the Tuatha are trying to kill people and take over the world. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I am all of the scattered at the moment.
Stay away.
Yeah. This game, I feel kind of bad because this game is like, it's really well thought out. It has some issues with progression and just trying to be a completionist. You like outlevel everything.
You up there, please help me. Please.
Okay. Oh, I have to hit the E button. I hate that there's no jump button. I can't loot things in the middle of battle. See, this is okay. Thank you. I like never use the dodge button because it's not intuitive to me. Like, ow! Go away! Ow! Nope. Nope. Oh. Can you back off? I swear I get better at doing this later.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, wait.
Yes, Ansel?
You before? On the slab. You were dead.
Apparently
worked.
so.
By the dome, it worked. You're alive.
Yay?
No,
I'm not
no,
dead?
Clearly not anymore. But you were. The Well of Souls remade your body. We thought you were another failure, but the well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have
I look so done.
Professor Formorus Hughes. The Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming into the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going! Let me get this door. Be on our way.
So
Right
if
this way.
you know anything about
Go first.
Kingdoms of Amalur, you'll know that they were created by 38 Studios and Big Giant Games. You'll also know that this is the only game that 38 Studios put out. Oh, I just took my shirt off. Good job. Which I find to be really sad. Let's see, is there anything else in here? Yeah, no, they Again, if you know anything about it, you know that they like went bankrupt because Kingdoms of Amalur just didn't sell enough. The entire story in the world was created by R.A. Salvatore of the I don't want to talk that. I want to destroy boxes. And so it had a lot of potential, but I feel like 38 Studios shot too high first.
The well of souls. Imagine an end to death.
That's a terrible idea. Well, it's gone now. They sort of shot too high, which I think contributed to it, and they're just it either just wasn't marketed very well or what, but it didn't sell enough. I actually find that it's a relatively good game. I'm playing the PC port, and it runs fantabuloso. It has some really weird mechanics, but like key binding mechanics. That aside,
one of the storerooms. See if you can find anything useful.
It's something that it's a game that I actually rather enjoy playing. I like the story. The combat, especially once you get to dual scythes and chakrams, those are my favorite things to use. Thank you. I know how to use the inventory system. Those are better than my boots. Do I have something in here? No. Okay. I have a bunch of healing potions, and I have a bunch of items. Chakrams are my preferred ranged weapon in this game because I can't use bow mechanics. I can't. I mean, I can kind of use shield mechanics, and it's really handy that like the shield the shield is there.
Did you hear something?
Which I think is... Oh, thank you. I need to actually go do that. Not the lockpicks. See, I hate this this menu is so terrible. I didn't want to use them. I wanted to... Thank you. Slothful, but... Left shift. See, the key bindings are all really weird. And then you can't, like, do anything if you're shielded. Like, combat is a little odd. And you can tell that I am, like... Mortal! I'm a fucking elf. I'm an elf, guys.
You need more than just that sword. That one had a bow.
Ugh, I hate bow mechanics. Oops. But essentially the chakrams give you range. Thank you. While not being overly contrived. I find the bow mechanics to be incredibly contrived. Just because, like... What? Where am I getting shot at from? Not over there. Like, there's lock on.
Archers up ahead. Best shoot them before they see us.
And there's an awkward invisible wall right here. Yeah, I have already... Okay. Like, it locks on, but it's also, like, not really that in terms of the locking on. Like, the bow mechanics feel so frigging weird to me. But yeah, this will be a thing that I do. It's probably not going to be super consistent. A super consistent update thing. But see, it kind of works. But you run out of arrows, and then you have to wait for the arrows to, like, refill, and, like, I'd rather just use chakrams. But you get those later in the game, so. I think I actually crafted mine. Anyway, so this will be a thing that I do occasionally. It depends on how well it's received, to be quite honest. I don't know how many of you actually, like, remember Kingdoms of Amalur and actually liked it.
Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware.
Daggers.
Their speed more than makes up for their size.
Essentially what the tutorial mode here is, it tells you, do I have, okay. These are better. I have a shield, but I don't. Oh, there we go. Okay. It essentially tells you how to, like, use different types of weapons, and I personally really, really like daggers, too. The way that the class system works in here, it's like, hey, you want to put points here and here? Go ahead.
If you can sneak up on them with your daggers,
I think
you
it's
should be able to finish them quickly
crouch?
and quietly.
Is that C? It'll tell me. Because it's not tab. It's not shift. I don't know. It should actually tell me. Here. Yes, okay. It wasn't letting me. I actually do a fair amount of crouching. I invest a whole lot in the I play this game relatively stealthy. Or I try to.
Mistake of the gods, easily corrected. Look at the mortal bird scatter.
Really? Because daggers don't do a whole lot of damage, as opposed to, like, a knife, or, like, not a knife, as opposed to, like, a regular sword, but they're faster. So it does work off of, like, the basic, you know, you have magic.
Blossoms only respond in the presence of magic.
Magic. I use a lot of magic. I also use a lot of magic. I tend to do things. Wow. I can't speak. I tend to play in such a way where I'm very speedy, and then I just spam fireball in people's faces. Yeah. Because I really don't like getting attacked by things. And I get overwhelmed really easily. Now, I don't even know okay, I guess these are strafe keys. Like, you can use them as strafe keys. I just use the mouse to turn. Also, ugh, spiders. And they're ugly. They are ugly spiders. Ugh. There we go. That's dead. There's a chest over here. And so you get a bunch of, like, hang on. You get a bunch of different kinds of armor. And essentially some of them work better. They all have these secondary stats on them. And, like, I could do this, but then that puts me in actual plate armor. And while it gives me more defense, I lose the 12% crit hit damage. And when you have, and then you like you have robes, which replace both the torso and the leg armor. So if I wanted to be straight mage, I could look really, really awesome looking if I wanted to. What are those? Okay, those are. So essentially, you get cloth, you get leather, and you get heavy armor. And they all essentially do things together. They work well with different types of playstyles. If you want to be a heavy hitter, you want to go for plate armor. Essentially the tutorial pretty much tells you like different like the different basic time.
Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path.
Like the basic ways to play.
Burn them!
Burn them. Why can't I just shock them to death? So it gives you a good indication of like how it's played, and surprisingly staffs and I think wands are in this game don't use mana to actually they don't use mana when you use them, which is handy. A little cheaty, but handy. So I think chakrams tend to have elemental properties as well, which is why I like chakrams. But then you get into situations where you're like this, and you're stuck between like 80,000 people. And having the ability to just spam magic with the left click button, well, not spam it, but like have the ability to just cast magic with the left click button is really handy. No, I'm gonna break down everything in my path because I can. I can't break anything over here. Hello. I'm not a Tuatha. I'm.
Insult, yet alive.
And I'm like, I'm gonna take this time to delete.
That's what I
destroy
intend
things.
to find out. She came out of the well.
What?
Ah, plate armor. Oh, nothing protects quite like layers.
And then you get all of this like armor. And he's like, here, have all these things, and I'm like, I'm just looting it for like stuff.
Take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get to choose. We can hold off the Tuatha here.
She looks. I need more help.
He's directly ahead, in his study. Just keep going past the top of the well. He needs to see you. Right now, you're the most valuable thing in his world.
It's like a cartoonier version of Dragon Age Origins, in my opinion. So they give you all of these, like they give you like extra stuff if you don't have any, which is handy. I think I have. Yeah. You can actually mix and match sets though. So if you feel like you need more mana regen, you can put in some items that are mana regen. Okay, so I got 2 of the same ones. It's a... Did you not get these before? Okay, there are people here, and I've looted all of the chests. Boot! And I'm like, I could talk to all those people, but I'm not going to. And we run up here. We run. As we see the Well of Souls just destroying itself. Or is this oh no, this is the top of the Well of Souls. But it's still sort of imploding itself. And there's cool little notes to pick up here, which tell you the progress of the log. And I never breed them. I just take them because, hey, things. I get really off-putting when things run this smooth, by the way. Because, like, I remember when, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PC ran this smooth, and I'm like, is this an old age game? No. No, my PC can just run it at 60 frames per second. Actually, I'm curious. I don't think there is, but no. I have the brightness up. Was processing enabled? I don't know what this does, but okay. You can actually rebind everything. So that's handy. Yeah, but not going to worry about that. Looks like she's shuffling.
You've made it, and look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another.
She doesn't look thrilled with him at all. Ugh.
Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet.
Well, no, I've been
What's
killing them.
important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here.
Okay.
I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe.
Well, then let's go.
Yes, you're right. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're fascinating. Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what...
She's so unthrilled with him right now.
Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly!
She's like, but I can fight them off!
Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
And you're just sitting here like, really? Really, guy? Okay. Let's see if I can pilfer anything from you. Yeah, it pretty much just blocks you from pilfering anything. I'm gonna have to rebind some of these, because, like, sprinting... I haven't figured out what mouse button does. Really? Because... I think you're just dead. The cycle awaits. Yeah, okay. Sure. Sure. Whatever you say. The lack of a jump button really bothers me. I hate games that don't have jump buttons. Like, really? You couldn't have included jump?
Tear this tower apart!
It's such a simple... Oh, yes. Here we go. I've never quite figured out what he is, except that I'm getting my ass kicked because I can't move. Can you, like... Yeah, watch me get my ass kicked here, guys. That is a rock troll that is unaffected by my electricity, which is not fun in the slightest. Okay, can you move this way? Thank you. I hate that the cameras do this. Like, I don't want to be connected to the fucking rock troll. Thank you. I don't need to be connected to you. That's not gonna work. Okay, move, child. Can you tell that I'm really bad at dodging in this game? Because I can. Ow, I ran into that. I don't care if you're resistant to it, and I'm just gonna use up all of my health potions. I feel like I should be using like a heavier weapon probably, but I'm just gonna alternate with Come on. I'm so used to playing WoW that like the concept of I just shot it off in the wrong direction. Of like Q and E not being the strafe keys is so weird to me. He's resistant to it, but it does the most damage. And now I'm going to sever your soul! I love this mechanic. The soul severing. Mostly because, like, depending on what, like, weapon you're using, she gets really, really awesome soul-severing weapons. It's wicked. So wicked, guys. And I have leveled up. Okay, so basic menus are like this. Between the different races, you actually start out with points. The blank spaces are just upgrades, whereas these are milestone markers. They allow you to do extra things. Some of them have a bunch of milestones, like detect hidden or blacksmithing at basic level. They all have one master one at the end. Some have more milestones than others. Like Mercantile only has 3. But I think, excuse me. And I have 1 point. I think I'm gonna put a point in stealth. And then you get into here. Now, you have 3 points available where you can use between each of the 3 trees. You start out with a point in each, but you can do it through each of the trees. It doesn't just lock you into a tree, which is really handy. And you get the ability, let's see, in finesse. Feyblades. Feyblades are I'm gonna put one here, and I think I'll put one here. Feyblades are essentially your scythes. That's what they call them. They call them Feyblades. And then you can get arcane weaponry, their scepters and staves. And I'm going to power up my Stormbolt. This is your quest log. It does the thing. And then you get, there are actual, like, combos here, but they work a little weird because it's on a PC, so like the combos seem a little weird, but you do actually have them. Okay. Yay! Oh.
Thank Matharu. Another survivor. Are there any more?
No.
I suppose that's
I
a little
didn't
bit
leave
of
any
kindness
survivors.
From fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully. Stay safe. We'll be moving soon.
More things! Ooh! And reagents. What's really annoying with the reagents is you have to have like a higher alchemy scale to actually like get anything from them. Like, can't you just... That's silly. Can't you just give me like basic?
I told them we needed more guards.
Can I get down there? I don't think I can swim. Oh, that's a fish. That's a fish. Hello, guys. That's a fish. They're like, go to that map. I'm like, I don't want to. Oh, you can't actually swim. You just can't jump into the water. Get a shadow prison. I think you can, yeah, and you can sprint swim too. And sometimes there are things hidden in these little pools, these little dive pools, which give you reagents, they give you weaponry, they give you stuff. So it behooves you to actually, like, go around and swim, and it rewards you for doing that, which is nice. Oops. You know, for it not doing so well, it's actually a pretty, like, it's a really pretty game. I do kind of wish, like, there were kind of, like, higher resolution textures, though. It looks a little... Thank you, mailman! It looks a little simplistic on my computer, to be quite honest. Also, there are these things. They are shrines. They bestow protections on you for a limited amount of time. This is a bear. I'm going to shock the bear in the face and then beat it senseless.
You! I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here?
I was looking around.
When I saw you with Edsel in the well, I ran. But it wasn't because I was afraid. I was coming to report that Hughes's experiment had succeeded.
Yeah, okay. You were totally
the Well of
running.
Souls is bigger than just one gnome's pet project. My contact pays well for information about its progress. I just send reports to make some money on the side. But I don't know how the Tuatha found out. This has nothing to do with them. I never wanted anyone to get hurt.
Pay me.
I don't have... Okay. Here. It's all I've got. Plus what I got paid for the information.
Because otherwise I was going to kill him.
I don't want any part of this. I'm going home to Odessa.
Don't make me regret this, dude. Don't make me regret this. Because I will come for you. They're like, no, don't. We don't want you here. Hi, wolves. Bye, wolves. I love, come on. Come on, hit the thing. Hit the thing. There we go. I love killing wolves. I love just the fact that I can just like switch off between. It's a lot like how I play Fable. This is a dungeon, by the way. I think I'm too low level for it right now. But I will be back. Oh, and there's something in the thing over here that I missed. So, I tend to play Fable very much. Okay, there's a thing here somewhere. How do I get there? How do I do the thing? I want to do the thing. Do I have to, like... I can't dive, so... Well, apparently there's like a path, there's like a hidden pathway over there. Like that starts like right here? Or something, but I can't get into it. So... Oh, wait, never mind, guys. That's the waterfall. That's the river above the waterfall. Alrighty, so I'm going to get us to town, and then I think I'll end this for here. I still don't know how to, like, do these properly. But, if you liked this little introduction to Kingdoms of Amalur, The Reckoning, I do suggest you actually, like, play it for yourself. It's relatively cheap now on Steam. Oh, here, let's do this first. This weird dude, who looks kind of like a Grey Warden, to be honest, and floats awkwardly across terrain.
You've come from the tower, haven't you?
Yes.
Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh?
Eh? What's a Fate Weaver?
Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things.
Hughes.
Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now.
Okay.
When he started his experiments here, he asked me if they'd ever be successful. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but its success would come on the day that Hughes was to die. The old man took it pretty well, honestly. Although we
What are you
did a lot of
doing?
drinking after that. I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes, or in celebration of his success.
I've never done
Whichever.
the persuasion stuff before. Oh, I got things! Okay. It's okay. I was dead.
You're the
too.
one. Then that means it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast.
Uh-huh.
Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Let her go. Well then. Perform special attacks and defeat enemies to get threats of fate for a fate energy. Press E to continue. I like how that gnome is just like calmly walking over there, like, meh. Time for a drink. Okay, when your fate meter is full, the fate symbol will pulse. You can then use your fate to energy to enter reckoning mode. Okay, and then you have to hold X, which doesn't really help, but then you get to do stuff like, you essentially get to, like, move really slow. Okay, hang on, I know you're here. Okay, I'm supposed to do something in here. Wait, hang on. I have to finish killing this one off. Aha! Move near an unraveling enemy and press E to form a fate shift. Which has you pressing about 1,000 different keys, and then But you only like get to do one.
How? What are you?
The
threads of fate. I've seen them before, but
I'm
never
sorry,
seen
guys. I have
anyone
no idea what's
manipulate them
parked
like
outside
that.
the house.
You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that?
I don't know.
You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible?
He gets
Come
so
here. I'm going
angry
to do a
at
reading.
you.
You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect
Like,
for
I don't
fate's
care
plan.
if I see my death,
Unlike
thank you.
most gnomes.
I embrace death. Fine.
You're nervous. Relax. This is what fate weavers do.
She's so
I'll
unimpressed
be
with
seeing
him.
your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much. Fate's weave is always hard to see. It's in motion, hard to make out, but undeniably there. Yours is just missing.
Probably
This
had
doesn't
something to
make
do with the fact
sense.
that I was brought back from the dead.
All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
And then you get to these, the destinies. So essentially what the destinies are your classes. You essentially can get, you can have true jack of all trades here. Essentially the universalist. But you can also get very specific, where you can get, hey, you are a true fighter, and you are a warlord. Or with finesse, you can get to a nightblade, which is nice. Sorcery, you get archmage, and then you get into the different combinations, which I really like. Essentially, finesse and sorcery get you shadowcaster, while might and sorcery get you champion, and finesse and might get you blade master, which seems really cool, but I like the magic that much better. So to start off with, you get to pick one of the unlocked destinies. These essentially start you off, and I'm gonna start off with I think I'm gonna start with Acolyte. And just equip the Acolyte. You can, at any given time, I think, change these? Maybe? I think on level up you can change them. Do I want ranged attack damage, piercing damage, or do I want... No, we're gonna do that, because... What? You're terrible at this.
It could mean nothing. Or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that. Or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower.
Alrighty.
What could this all mean?
Why do you
Still here, huh? Can't quite decide if you want to hear. What could this
I don't
all
feel like
mean?
asking you what's wrong with my fate. I can kind of figure out what's wrong in my fate, thank you. Ooh, items. Alrighty. So we are going to leave it here for now. And you can also change via the scroll wheel, which is nice if you forget to use Q. Thank you guys for watching. This is sort of a test episode to see if you guys like it. If you do, feel free to comment, feel free to like it, feel free to just give the video views. And this probably will be like a once a week thing or once in a while thing, depending on my schedule and all of that. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.